Alright, since it's a certain giant radioactive lizard's 60th anniversary, the next few videos are going to be very Godzilla-centric, starting off with Faces of Evil. Now, you're probably wondering, well, wait, Deadpoolzilla, you've already done a segment on, Gigan. Well, the thing is that I kind of felt like it didn't do so well, and I had to take it down for other reasons, along with other videos of that nature, so if you have gone back, yeah, you'll see that there hasn't a lot of Faces of Evil, mostly because I feel like, I feel a little misinformed. I kind of rushed through a lot of them, and some of them I had to take down because of audio issues. Not like, it's just audio issues, not like YouTube was being a dick to me or anything. It was that it didn't just sound right. So I decided to reinvent a lot of them. And what better way, again, than with Godzilla's 60th anniversary, he cannot talk, then talk about none other than one of his deadliest enemies. So, let's talk a bit about Gigan. Now, Gigan is of course, a villain, one of Godzilla's best-known rogues, right up there with Destroya and King Ghidorah. Gigan made his first appearance in Godzilla on Monster Island, or as it was known in America, Godzilla vs. Gigan, which should be called it should have been called something else, because Gigan and Godzilla hardly fight in the movie in of itself. It's mostly Gigan fighting Anguirus, beating the shit out of Anguirus. Poor Anguirus, you get no love. you're the Krillin of the sadly, Anguirus is like the Krillin of the Dragon Ball Z universe. I hate to say it, but it's true. I love that little armadillo lizard. Anyway, so Gigan is a cosmic-type monster. He is mostly, his origins are not known. Whereas, we had an idea for the Heisei version of King Ghidorah. Gigan was very up in the air. We don't know where he came from. And apparently Chris Mallory, the writer for Godzilla Rulers of Earth, wanted to do an origin story in the Godzilla Legends comics that what it was going to be was that Gigan was from an alien race, that he was once a type of alien creature that an alien race used as their guardian. They cybernetically augmented him and turned him into what he is now, but then he went haywire and killed everything. Yeah. Basically like a cyborg Frankenstein-type monster. But, however, Toho forbid him from doing that because they don't like it when you mess with their origins or lack thereof for their monsters. So Gigan, we don't really know where he came from, but what we do know is that he showed up with these cockroach aliens alongside when they called upon him and Ghidorah, who was still known as Ghidorah back then, to fight Godzilla and Anguirus and also destroy the Earth. Gigan is, like I said, he has cybernetic implants that give him such ability. He's given a optic blast. He also has superhuman. Well, all kaijus have this, but he's cybernetically stronger. His muscles have been in the insides of him have been more or less cybernetically augmented, as well as his teeth, as well as his beak. His claws are also, and his feet. His claws have feet. His sails have spines on them. His entire back is covered in spines. His chest is a buzzsaw. Has a buzzsaw on it. And yeah, it's pretty damn hard to to fight Gigan. Why? Because the dude is a giant Swiss Army knife with a beak. That's why. He's very hard to hit. You can't really physically fight Gigan in a hand-to-hand match, or else you're gonna get cut up. Yeah, tell that to Anguirus, who, for lack of a better word, was more or less looked like he got put in a blender at the end of his fight. But yes, Gigan is a very formidable opponent, even though he's mostly used as a henchman type is mostly used as a henchman or a sidekick. He played second fiddle, even though the movie was called Godzilla vs. Gigan. He played second fiddle to King Ghidorah. Even though, he was the title character in the movie along with Godzilla, he still felt like, yeah, you just showed up. And let me say this, Gigan has one of the coolest roars ever. It sounds like it sounds like a buzzsaw hitting metal. That's what it sounds like, a buzzsaw cutting through like metal pipes or something. And Yeah, it does sound really cool. It's probably where the roar came from. And Gigan, among other things, was kind of... He did have some popularity. He had some major popularity throughout his... well, he did have a few other movies, but he was mostly popular in the Showah era. He did have enough fan credit to come back in Godzilla vs. Megalon after his defeat with... after his defeat against, Godzilla and Anguirus alongside King Ghidorah. From there, he returned, like I said, in Godzilla vs. Megalon when the Cetopians, I kid you not, borrowed him from the cockroach aliens, who I'm forgetting their name because they were so one-dimensional I didn't even give a shit. But yes, they were borrowed. I think the Cetopians literally borrowed Gigan to help Megalon fight Jet Jaguar, and then later on Godzilla. Again, Gigan was defeated alongside Megalon this time in a battle, in the battle between them and Godzilla and Jet Jaguar. And from there, Gigan wasn't really seen again. Again, he was kind of shown as like being the henchman monster. But from there, he didn't really make his appearance again until the final, Toho Godzilla movie, Final Wars. This is where we got a little more backstory with Gigan, as well as Gigan's new upgraded body. Which, by the way, looks completely badass. I mean, I like the green and yellow look all the same, but when Gigan got his upgrades, that was really awesome. And it's really cool to see in Rulers of Earth that they've given him that, the upgraded form recently. But yeah, Gigan got his upgrade, and long ago, he tried to invade Earth on behest of what we can assume is, it was on the behest of the aliens, of the alien race that were the villains of the movie. Again, I don't even care because they were so... I could care less about these creatures. But Gigan was stopped long ago by Mothra in a battle. Mothra and him had this huge battle, and Gigan was defeated. However, the aliens found his body, upgraded it, and had it team up once again with Monster X, who turned out to be Kaiser Ghidorah. And the two nearly killed Godzilla until Mothra showed up to help Godzilla in a tag team match, and Mothra once again defeated... once again defeated Gigan by blowing him up after it nearly killed her. Well, it pretty much did kill her. She was on fire, but she used what's left of her energy to kill Gigan, who had another upgrade with buzzsaw hands, which he hardly used. Not only that, he had a few other extra moves as well. He had harpoons that could shoot electricity. He could shoot tiny buzzsaws that were like heat-seeking missiles out of his chest, and his optic blast was a lot stronger. Among other things, his skin was reinforced, and yeah, he turned out to be a very powerful weapon. But again, he wasn't really a main threat. He was more like a supporting character. That's about it. And again, he did get those buzzsaw hands, which inevitably did nothing. Also, is it also, you can't help but feel bad for Gigan, because Gigan can't pick up shit. He's kind of like a T-Rex, only he can't, he physically can't even touch anything without destroying it. He has to, could you imagine trying to, drink a cup of milk or something like that? It would be hard. It would be seriously hard for this poor guy. He can't touch any, he can't even put on shoes, or I'm just being stupid right now, aren't I? But no, it makes you think, him and Megalon are in the same boat. We can't pick up anything without destroying it. Why do we destroy everything we touch? Well, they can't feel too bad. Ghidorah doesn't even have hands, period. It has to use its heads to pick up stuff. Anyway, at this point I'm just rambling, but yeah, Gigan, one of my favorite kaijus, and not only just Godzilla villain-wise, but just kaijus, period, in the Godzilla universe. I think he's just incredibly awesome, and yeah, I would love to see him come back in the 2014 universe, assuming Godzilla 2 doesn't suck, which I hope it does not. But anyway, that's all for for Legends of Evil. And yeah, once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.